So, just to put up my video about the new channel, I got a question from somebody saying, does this person even know about the albigensians? And if you know anything about the albigensians, you know why I put these pictures. I actually like taking pictures. This is near my house. Well, it's a walk from where I live, but close enough, right? Now the albigensians, I could go into. They don't have really any relate. They get called the Cathars, but they don't have any relation with the Cathars that get mentioned at Nicaea. They do have a connection with the Paulicians and the Bogomels, which were kind of around the same time. The Bogomels were in the Middle East area. The Bogomels were in Bulgaria, Central Europe, and the albigensians. I mean, they get their name from Albi, the town, but they were in southern France, the Occitan-speaking region, and the Languedoc region of France, and they were often confused with, I believe, the Waldensians, and some of them were in northern Italy as well. Now, why do I have pictures of nature? Now, many say that it is that there was Manichaean influence in there, but any Gnostic or Docetic group, this is the claim that gets bandied around. I mean, how many videos have I done on the albigensians? 15 over the course of my YouTube career, for lack of a better term. Yeah, about the perfecti that would starve themselves to death, and Mount Segur, and the apocryphal account of the bishop when being asked by one of the lords, how can we tell the true Catholics from the heretics? And he said, kill them all and let God sort them out. In truth, it was a land grab from northern France, because the King of France was fighting his own war, and he didn't want to deal with it, so he put it off, and they sent in people like Saint Dominic, which is where the Dominican order comes from, and it actually is the birth of the Western Rosary, this period of time. So after decades of trying to deal with these people, they said screw it, and the northern feudal lords got their wish and could grab the land from the south. The albigensians, or Cathars, who had about the same belief system as the Bogomels and the Paulicians, believed the physical world was evil, created by an evil god. Sex, childbirth, these were evil things because it was a carnal act, because the flesh was made by the demiurge, the evil god. So it was a purely carnal act, and you were pulling souls out of heaven, or out of the pleroma, the fullness, and trapping them in a flesh body. So this isn't beautiful to them. This was ugly, because the spirit world was was of the good God. This goes back to Marcion, right? And you know, you can misread Paul and get this, and that's where I think Marcion got it, because he lived in an area which would have received the epistle of the Galatians. And the perfecti starved themselves to death. We know that that was their final ritual. But yeah, there's just a brief overview, and their last stronghold was Mount Segur. Some of the Catholics that lived with them found them to be fine people. And who is an actual albigensian? And, you know, because there was the Albigensian Crusade, who is a Waldensian? And who was a regular Catholic caught in the crossfire? We don't know because, again, it was executed by some of them very wicked men, feudal landlords from northern France, taking land from the Occitan, which is modern day southern France, and the Languedoc region. So, did I get anything wrong there?